I'm Amélie Barbier-GAUCHARD. I'm professor in macroeconomics at the Faculty of Economics and Management in the University of Strasbourg. Now we will speak about Next Generation EU. Does it really consist in a paradigm shift? As it was explained in another video, Next Generation EU is the new European loan created by the European Commission to enable member states to face the pandemic crisis. But now we will ask the question if it is a really new strategy. And to do that, we have to compare Next Generation EU objective, ambition, to previous strategy leading at the European Union level. To do that, we have to speak about Lisbon strategy and also Europe 2020 strategy, which was the past European strategy to support growth and employment. It means that in the past, this kind of strategy already exists. It was strategy for 10 years. Lisbon strategy covers the period 2000 to 2010, and the European strategy covers the 10 years after. What about the results of this previous strategy? It was really mixed results because to reach the objective, there was no financial tools except at the end of the period of the Europe 2020 strategy, thanks to Juncker Plan. Next Generation EU, is it really new? It depends. It could be considered as an innovative strategy which come to correct the shortcomings of the previous one. It means Next Generation EU could be considered as the next European strategy to support growth and employment, considering also climate challenges, but with really original new features. Today we will underline these features. First of all, a common point with the previous strategy, it is the objective, the aim, because Next Generation EU objective is to make the European Union greener, more digital, more resilient, and better adapted to future challenges, to long-term challenges, in addition to recovery measures in the short run. But there is also a long-run dimension in the Next Generation EU program. An original features is defined by the financial resources, because it is the first time when European Union decided to ask money to financial market, to borrow money to financial market with this 30 years European loan. And in the past, as I underlined, there is no additional resources. Second, innovative features. For this strategy, member states are the leaders. They have money and they are free to use it as they want, depending on their needs. It was not the case in the previous strategy. So the implementation of the money distributed is in the hand of member states. So the national ownership increases and it enables a stronger involvement of all stakeholders. Third features, which is also original compared to the past strategy, is that the amount distributed is decided depending on the needs on each country. It means if the needs of Italy is higher than Germany, they will benefit for a higher amount. It is the rules to decide the amount distributed. There is no distribution keys as in the past. Fourth features, which is also original, is the way the money is distributed, through credits, which needs to be reimbursed, or through grants. And another quite interesting features, even if we are not really sure to be able to assess it at the end, is the idea that we should lead an assessment in terms of performance-based financing by country. Now, if we observe the distribution of money between countries, here you have a pictures where you have in a green line the amount dedicated for climate in each country. You have an horizontal line which defines the minimum, 37% of national recovery plan, and as you can observe, some countries ask for more money It is a case for Denmark, for Hungary, for other countries which have the higher line. And you have the same thing for digitalization and digital action in purple line. And the needs of country are also quite different. If we go in more detail now, we could observe that, for instance, for climate, here you have the total amount for each country, which was shared in 3 parts. The green part corresponds to the money asked for climate action, the orange for digital action, and the blue one for other. We will see in more detail what other mean, because for some country, the amount for other is quite important. But please have a look of country like Germany, for instance. The amount asked for climate are lower than the amount asked for digitalization. But it's not the same case for countries like Denmark, which ask more for green action. So it is really a program which let country define it itself, their needs. So it is a kind of flexible tool. Now, if we detail more, here you have in different color the different pillar which was described in another video, and you can observe that Power Up, Renovate, Recharge, Refuel, the 3 first one concern green action. Connect, Modernize, Scale Up concern digitalization. You could also observe here the weight of reskill and upskill, which is number 7, and other action. So you can observe it's quite clear in the figures that in the total amount, the needs are quite different. For instance, for Denmark, the amount for other kind of green expenditure, the red part, which is on the top, is quite important. And we could observe this kind of trend for other category for country. For instance, for Luxembourg, it's quite diversified. So it is really a flexible tools for country. Now, the challenge is to assess if the money was really used to the objective why there was distributed, and to assess at the end the impact in terms of economic results, growth, employment, inflation, in terms of social objective, reduction of wealth difference, of inequalities, but also in terms of climate, reduction of pollution, of gas emissions. So now economists are working on that, and it is really the challenge, because we have results to give to financial market, because it was money borrowed to financial market. So the future will tell us if it will be a succeed or not, and if this option, it means to be able to create a loan, could be a solution for European Union in the future. Thanks for your attention.